when you ask yourself the question of how much is it costing you for people to not know you, you got to think about that for a second. Is it costing you a potential next deal? Is it costing you a key relationship? Right? We've all met each other virtually, some of us. How much does that cost you? Right? Think about that. Is there a figure anybody wants to share? I don't know if there's an amount that comes to mind. What's your number?
We said $7.40 for customer average cost to acquire customers' information. $7.40.
How much do you make off said customers?
It depends, but I would say on average we're getting about a 60 to 50,000 markup at $7. So we'll make like 30 to 40 grand maybe sometimes off of that person over a period of time.
Just one person, right?
Just one.
Lifetime,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And it's the same question you got to ask yourself for like a deal or a client, right? It's the same thing. It's the lifetime value is what you're talking about, right? You got to think of that number and start. And the reason I'm asking this question is that number has everything to do with attention, right? So for a second, I'm going to give you guys some real tactical advice here. So you guys got phones, right? Why don't you pull it out just like I have mine out and go to your settings option and go to screen time. If you have an Android, I think you got to go to your settings, go to like parental and guide control. But if you have an iPhone, just look for screen time. Does anyone want to share their number? What is it? Seriously?
5 hours.
That's not bad, actually.
That's really good.
Yeah, that's what do you got?
5.5.
Is anybody?
3.5.
That's good. You guys are good. You guys are producers. Anybody at 7? 8? Come on. 9?
Zach is guaranteed he's at 9.
Right, so we all got 24 hours in a day. We got 5, 7, 8, 9, which means that this has our attention. And what I talked about is earlier, you know, I met a few individuals. Oh, okay, this is what you do. Okay, got it, what you do. But I'm gonna forget what they do. So the purpose is to, if you think about all the people who are in front of you, how many times have you consumed their content? Right? They say the average thing for a follow-up call, Gabe, you know, you're a wholesaler. What is it? 7 touches, 7 touch points, 8, 9, 10. It's the same thing for marketing, right? So when we're presenting ourselves, we got to reintroduce ourselves over and over again. And remember, our attention is here. So Austin said something very interesting, right? There's a lot of people that we've met that we didn't have to come in contact with, but where was the attention? It was here. It was in the application. It was on a podcast. It was on YouTube. It was on Instagram, because that's where the attention is. And that's where the time is being spent. So just when I ask that question, I'm trying to bridge the gap here. First ask, how much is it costing you for people not to know you? And then I ask you how much time you're spending on your phone and how much screen time you're spending, which then when I bring the two together, what I'm trying to show you is the amount of time and opportunities that we have to be in front of people. Because if we're not spending time trying to get in front of people, getting our message out, then people forget about us. There's people in our family that forget that we're investors, that forget what we do. They'll talk to you, a potential client, someone who has your dream, and they will not make the connection because you've literally forgot to remind them what you do. And as entrepreneurs, it's even worse because we're doing a lot of things. And hopefully you have some vertical integration somewhere where you can capture what it is that you're trying to serve, right? And so the number one thing I'll say is this: anytime we're thinking about serving people, it's all about the end consumer, your avatar. How much is it really costing you for you not to be known? You didn't take that in. Like, I think you were thinking about it, but I don't think the rest of you guys were thinking about it. Like, how much does it cost you? How much does a deal cost you? I heard like a $2 million deal for this. Okay, cool. So maybe if the agent didn't know him, if it was an agent or the wholesaler, maybe they don't respond to the phone call. That's important. Maybe I respond to the phone call because I know this guy is doing the thing and he knows people and you can introduce me to people.